Hey, you guys, I know I haven't been in a whole lot today, but as you can see, I have my beanie on, which means I'm going for a run. Yes, I'm sure you're like, this girl's crazy. It's pretty cold out. It's like 7:30 at night. I'll keep this message quick because I do have to start my run. Otherwise, my muscles are going to freeze. But Holy Spirit just gave me a little message. So first and foremost, I decided to lace up and go for a run because quick message here. When the enemy tries to attack your mind, then do something with your body that's disciplined. Okay, just make your body step up to the plate and overpower your mind when your mind's getting attacked. So the enemy was trying to get me in my feels for a minute. No surprise. So the advice of a good friend told me to go for a run, and the Holy Spirit said it too. He said, Ashley, you know what? You're so disciplined when it comes to your body. Right now, your mind, the enemy's coming after your mind, so let your body step up to the plate. Show the enemy that you have discipline in every area and that he's trying to gain access to different parts of you, and just show him that you have more power than him. So when your mind's getting attacked, sometimes your body's going to have to step up to the plate, and you're going to have to just do something physical to get moving, to get yourself out of those feelings, to get yourself out of that pit, right? When your mind's under attack. But then when your body's under attack, maybe you're tired and, there's things you have to get done, but your body's telling you, I don't want to do it. But your mind reminds you, oh, but you really need to do this, or you need to eat this healthy option, or you need to get out there and move. And your body's tired. Then it's your mind that steps up to the plate, and your mind says, now it's my turn. Now I'm going to take the lead, and I'm going to lead your body to do what it needs to do. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? So when your mind's getting attacked by the enemy, then your body steps up. Go out, get a run in, go for a walk, go to the gym, go for a hike, whatever. Just get physical, y'all. Do some yard work, depending on what your health capabilities are, which you're able to do, of course, safely, but get moving. Okay. But then when your body's being attacked and you may be just being lazy and you don't want to do something, like, I'm not a lazy person at all. I'm actually overactive, to be honest, but I was tired tonight. I was hungry tonight. I had dinner in the oven. I have things to do. I'm on my Friday. I'm exhausted, but I was like, you know what? The enemy was coming after my mind a little. So the Holy Spirit's like, get your ASICs on, go for a 5-mile run. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, Holy Spirit. And he's like, no, show the devil that you have more discipline than he's ever seen in his life. And because every time I run, you guys, I always feel better. I always, nothing can get to me when I run. If you talk to any runner, they'll tell you running is just amazing for the mind and the body. So that being said, another thing to this, and then I got to get on my run because I can feel my muscles already starting to freeze. But as I was walking out of my gate, as you can see, I have a guard gated community, and you have to have a code to get in, right? So this theme is all about spiritual warfare, guys. And this should be helpful. So alongside with letting your mind take the lead if your body's being attacked, let your body take the lead if your mind's being attacked. If both are being attacked, obviously prayer is always the number one line of defense. Okay, prayer and getting into the word. But as I was coming out of my community, there was this kind of suspicious van that was trying to get into the community, and I was walking out to go for a run, and this guy just kind of very rudely was like, hey, can I get the code? And I go, excuse me? And he's like, can I get the code to the community? I go, no, you can't. Do you live here? And he was like, no. And I go, well, then no, you can't get the code. And he was very, very rude to me. And I was, I'm a single woman walking in the middle of the night and out of my community. He knows where I live. So it was a little scary, but I felt the God's angel army swooping in to get ready to pounce on him. But so I stayed cool. And he's like, why would you give me the code? And I go, respectfully, sir, first of all, you're going to address me with the respect I deserve. I go, secondly, do you live here? And he's like, what does that matter? I said, well, because there's a code and a gate for a reason. It's only accessible for people that live here and people that they've invited to come in. Have you been invited? And he's like, and he just basically wouldn't let it go. He's like, I just want the code. I said, well, you're not getting it from me. I said, so you're not getting access. And so y'all, I waited because I was like, I'm about to call the HOA, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's the homeowners association, right? Just to report him and the license plate, because it just seems suspicious, right? Because this is where I live. This is my property. This is where, I'm not just going to let anybody have access to it, right? That shouldn't. So he sat there for 10 minutes, and I could tell he was having trouble. If he knows somebody that lives here, then why doesn't he know how to get in? Why doesn't he have the code, right? And then the Holy Spirit gave me a message, and he said, why aren't we like this when it comes to spiritual warfare? Why do we give the enemy access to our property? Why do we let him take it? Why do we let him have access? Why do we give him the code? So tonight when he attacked my feels, the Holy Spirit's like, You show them where you're disciplined, you take back that access. And so, guys, if the enemy's trying to get access to some area of your heart or your head or your body or your promises or your family or your loved ones or whatever it is, just like that guy today would not give up, and he kept trying to get the code out of me to have access to my community. I did not give it to him. And the Holy Spirit's like, Ashley, why aren't you that strong? And I'm strong, don't get me wrong. But he's like, when that happens to you, it's the same thing. Don't give the enemy access. Deny him access. Okay, I hope that resonated with you guys. Like I said, when he's attacking your mind, get out there, get moving. And when he's attacking your body, let your mind have the power to say, get up, body, get up. If you're feeling lazy or you're choosing an option of eating that isn't quite as healthy. We got to take care of the whole temple, guys. The temple is from head to toe, from our minds down to our toes, and everything in between. So don't give the enemy access, guys. Sorry, this was kind of an on-the-spot message, and I am freezing. I'm going to go run, and I'm going to try to pop in later because there is a part of the book of Luke that I want to get to before bed, hopefully, if I can, and I have to eat too. So sorry I haven't been in a whole lot, but guys, don't give the enemy access, just like I didn't give access to this. I don't know who this person was, but that wanted into my community. If I'm going to be that protective over my home that I live in, why am I not more protective of the mind that God gave me? Okay? So don't give him access.